Welcome to iRead Bedtime Stories channel.
A Christmas Carol. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we had gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Hello, and a Merry Christmas to you all. This is a story that takes place more than 150 years ago, in Victorian times. It's all about a man who wasn't at all very nice. In fact, he was a bit of a miser. Ah, here's the man I'm talking about. It's Ebenezer Scrooge. I think I'll wish him a Merry Christmas, because he doesn't like that. Merry Christmas, Scrooge.
Merry Christmas? Bah, humbug. What's Christmas but a time for paying bills with money you haven't got? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. And I suppose you lot will be wanting presents at Christmas, won't you? Well, you won't be getting any from me. I work hard for my money, and I'm not about to waste it on useless presents that nobody really wants.
I told you he wasn't very nice.
Who said that? All those people that think Christmas is wonderful. I'd like to stick a piece of holly up their nose and make them eat Christmas pudding until they burst.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Ah, Fred, you can take your Merry Christmas and stick it.
Naughty, naughty, Uncle. Remember, there are children present.
All right, I shall ask you to leave nicely.
Oh, come on, Uncle. I came here today to ask you to have dinner with us tomorrow on Christmas Day. Now, this is a time when we should all be pleasant and kind and forgiving to one another. A time when you think of other people rather than yourself. And be happy and sing and laugh and, well, just realise how good it is to be alive.
Finished?
I think so.
Good afternoon.
Oh, but Uncle...
Good afternoon.
Will you come tomorrow?
Bah, humbug.
Well, I tried. If you change your mind, you shall still be welcome.
Humbug.
Oh, and Uncle...
What?
Have a Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
Singing and laughing indeed. What's the world coming to, Right, let's see how much money I've made today, shall we? 1, 2, 3... Wait a minute. What's this? 4p for candles and a shilling for coal? I'd better speak to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. Cratchit, come here at once.
Yes, sir, Mr. Scrooge.
What's all this money you've been wasting on candles and coal?
Oh, well, it's a bit gloomy in the corner where I work, sir, and I was just...
Move closer to the window.
Right. Yes, sir, Mr. Scrooge.
And the coal?
Well, it's a bit chilly, sir. I mean, there's 2 foot of snow on the ground now.
Just put your coat on, man. Don't go wasting my money on these unnecessary luxuries. I shall deduct the 1 shilling and 4p from your wages.
Oh, but Mr. Scrooge, please,
that
I
will
can't...
be all, Cratchit.
Right. Yes, sir, Mr. Scrooge. Oh, and Mr. Scrooge, is it still all right if I have tomorrow off, as it is Christmas Day?
What? The whole day?
Well, if it's convenient, sir.
No, it's not convenient, Cratchit. Not at all. I should deduct you a day's wages for it, if I wasn't so kind-hearted.
Well, it's only once a year, sir.
Oh, it's only once a year, sir. Good grief, man. Next thing you know, you'll be wanting Easter off as well. Oh. Very well. I suppose you must have it. Just make sure you're here earlier the next morning, all right?
Oh, thank you, sir. And a Merry Christmas to you.
Humbug, I say, humbug.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Stop that awful noise. I can't hear myself think.
Glad tidings we bring to you and yours.
Enough, I said.
King, we
Enough! Stop!
you
Now!
Christmas and Happy New Year.
Stop! That'll teach them, singing their nasty carols.
Is this Scrooge and Marley's?
Yes.
And do I have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley was my business partner. He died 7 years ago this very night. What do you want?
Well, Mr. Scrooge, I'm collecting money for all those poor people who have nothing, so we can at least give them a good Christmas. How much can I put you down for?
Nothing.
Do you mean to say you wish to make a donation but keep your name a secret?
Since you ask me what I wish, sir, I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry at Christmas, and I certainly can't afford to make other people merry, particularly idle good-for-nothings who don't have a proper job. It's none of my business.
Surely, Mr. Scrooge, it's the business of all of us to bring a little happiness into the world.
Well, sir, since you consider it your business, you had better attend to it and allow me to attend to mine. Good afternoon.
But, Mr. Scrooge, without our help, some of these people may not live to see another Christmas.
Why should that worry me? If there are less people in the world, there is more of everything for me.
But, Mr. Scrooge...
That will be all, sir. Bringing a little happiness into the world, indeed. And on my money, if you please. Right, let's see what time it is, shall we? Time to go home and make myself some lovely cheap porridge to eat. Then to bed for an early night and try to forget about all this awful Christmas nonsense.
Old Scrooge started on his lonely journey home. It was cold and dark and foggy. And as he walked, he thought about his old partner, Jacob Marley.
Poor Jacob. He died 7 years ago this very night. He was a good businessman, but the business has been much more profitable now there is only one of us.
Eventually, after stumbling through the fog and darkness, he came to his front door. And as he stood there staring at the knocker, he thought it looked like the face of...
Marley! I'm seeing things. A dreadful night. All that business with the knocker. It was nothing. Nothing at all. How could I possibly see the face of Jacob Marley? He's been gone for 7 years. Now, to get myself ready for bed and make myself some of that lovely cheap porridge. With no milk or sugar, though. None of those wasteful luxuries. Just some water and a little salt.
Ebenezer Scrooge, I am the ghost of Jacob Marley, your long-dead partner, returned. Where is he? Oh, how can I haunt someone who isn't even here? Oh.
That's better. What's that noise? Oh, it sounds like the plumbing's going wrong. I do hope I don't have to call a plumber in again. It cost me a fortune last time. Oh, well, I better go and see.
Ebenezer Scrooge! I have returned! Oh, he's gone again! Oh, well, I shall just have to sit here and wait for him.
Nothing wrong there at all. Must have been my... I knew I shouldn't have had that pickled onion for lunch. I'm seeing things again. Who are you?
Ebenezer Scrooge. I am the ghost of Jacob Marley.
Oh, that's a relief. For a moment there, I thought you were one of those do-gooders after my money.
Silence! I have come to warn you, Ebenezer, that if you continue as you are, being mean and miserly, then you will end up as I am. You see these chains I'm wearing? They're punishment, because I was like you, money-grabbing, penny-pinching, nasty, tight-fisted, mingy, stingy.
That's enough! I think I get the message.
Well, I have had to drag these heavy chains round for the past 7 years. Oh, my back's absolutely killing me.
You should get that looked at. I know a very good doctor.
Enough! However long and heavy my chains are, Ebenezer, yours will be longer and heavier than mine.
Please, speak some words of comfort to me, Jacob. Surely those awful clanking chains and that terrible suit you're wearing can't be all I have to look forward to.
Be warned, Scrooge. You just have one chance of escaping my fate.
Don't tell me, Jacob. Please tell me.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not.
Remember, without their visits, you cannot hope to escape my fate. Now, expect the first spirit tomorrow night at 1 o'clock. Expect the second spirit on the night after at the same time. And the third spirit on the night after that, on the stroke of midnight.
Couldn't I see them all in one go and get it over with?
Remember!
Remember! Remember what? I can't remember what I was supposed to remember. Oh dear. Silly dreams. I'm going to get myself ready for bed. 1:30. 1:45. Oh no. 1 o'clock. Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What do you want?
To show you your past and help you remember some of the things that you have forgotten.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I think a good night's sleep would do me more good.
Follow me.
Spirit, I seem to know the way. It's all coming back to me.
You remember?
Yes, I used to live here as a boy.
Strange to have forgotten after so many years.
Look, there. The bridge over the river where I used to fish as a boy. All these people. I knew them once. Mr. Miller, the baker, still delivering his bread to the village. And Mrs. Higgins, who owned the sweet shop, where I used to buy my licorice sticks. Oh, I was so happy then.
Yes, your lip is trembling.
And is that a tear on your cheek?
No, just got something in my eye, that's all. Wait a minute. This is where I first went to school. I remember all these people.
Yes, your old school. And see here sits a lonely boy, ignored by the other children.
Spirit, that boy is me, waiting.
Were you often alone at school?
Yes, I tried to make friends, but most of my real friends were characters in books. Ali Baba, Robinson Crusoe, Robin Hood.
And what of your family? And your sister Fan?
That's who I was waiting for. My little Fan. She'd come to take me back to my family.
Can you see her now?
There she is. I can see her. She's calling me to... She's gone.
Your sister was a weak child, but she had a big heart.
She died when she was still quite young.
But she had a child.
Yes, my nephew, Fred. Wait. This is where I first started work. It's where I met my greatest friend, Richard. We both worked for Mr. Fezziwig. Dear old Fezziwig, bless his heart. Every Christmas Eve, he'd call everyone to stop working and threw a wonderful party.
Yo-ho, everybody! Yo-ho, my boys! No more work, lads. It's Christmas Eve. Time to celebrate. Right, come along, everyone. We've only got 1 minute to make this place fit for a party. Only 1 minute before the guests arrive. Ebenezer Scrooge, put up the shutters and clear away the tables. Make plenty of room for the party. Hilly-ho, everybody! Quickly, Ebenezer Scrooge, before you can say Jack Robinson.
The guests are arriving. Mrs. Fezziwig, still beaming with a large smile across her face, and the 3 Fezziwig daughters, Molly, Polly, and Dolly. And there's 6 young men, all eager to be the first to dance with the daughters. And there's the cook, the milkman, even the girl next door. Everyone was welcome at Fezziwig's Christmas ball.
Come along, everyone. Let the dancing begin. We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we travel afar. Fields of fountain, moor or mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star of royal beauty bright. Westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Dear old Fezziwig, bless his heart. He was so kind to us, and such a jolly man. Thanks to him, every day was so much fun. You used to look forward to going to work in the morning, even if it was raining. I just remember being so happy. You can't buy that sort of happiness. Not even if you are rich, you can't.
What's the matter?
I was just thinking of my first true love, Belle.
You gave her up, didn't you?
I didn't mean to.
You gave her up. The love of your life. For the other love of your life. Business. And are you a good businessman, Mr. Scrooge?
I try.
Do you treat people like Fezziwig treated you?
That is different.
Different? And how is Bob Cratchit different to you? I shall deduct the 1 shilling and 4 pence for coals and candles from your wages.
Take me away from this place, Spirit, please. Just take me home.
Then learn from what you have seen.
Where am I? I'm back in my own room. Did I really see all that? Or was I just dreaming? Oh, all I know is I'm very tired and need to go to bed. Oh no, it can't be 1 o'clock already. I've only just gone to bed.
Oh, Ebenezer Scrooge. Come here and know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas Present. You have never seen anything like me before.
No, you're right. I haven't.
Have you met my brothers?
Your brothers?
I have many brothers. For every Christmas there has ever been, and for every Christmas there ever will be, there is a ghost of Christmas Present. Now these are all my brothers, and each of us only lives for one day each year on Christmas.
Spirit, show me what you will. Last night I saw my past. If you have anything new to teach me, please let me learn from it.
Very well. You shall see the home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit.
No, Spirit, I don't want to... Why, this is Bob Cratchit's house. It's so small and has such little furniture. Ah, that must be Mrs. Cratchit in the kitchen, getting the Christmas dinner ready. She's peeling a few blackened potatoes, roasting a very small goose, and boiling a tiny Christmas pudding. I never realised they had so little. It's hardly enough to feed one person, let alone the whole Cratchit family.
Tim, Tiny Tim, where are you?
That's Bob Cratchit now, and that must be his youngest child, Tiny Tim.
Oh, there you are. Look, Tim, look at all the wonderful decorations and candles everybody's put up for Christmas. Don't they look wonderful? Can you smell the goose cooking? You know, I hope there's enough to go round for everybody, because what with the money Mr. Scrooge pays me doesn't go very far normally without it being Christmas.
Poor Tiny Tim. He looks so ill. I can't look at this anymore, I really can't.
Here, Tim, have a seat. I know how ill you are. Anybody home?
Yes, just getting the Christmas dinner ready. Is young Tim with you? Hope you haven't worn him out. You know how ill he is.
Oh, you would have been proud of him, my dear. He said, despite being so ill, he hoped that when people saw him, it would remind them who it was on Christmas Day who healed the sick and helped the poor. Is the goose ready, my dear?
Yes, all ready to eat.
Well, I'd better come and carve it then, hadn't I? I've got to go carve the goose, Tim. I'll be back for you later. Come in!
The Cratchit family are all settling down to Christmas dinner. They all seem to be having so much fun, despite having so little. What did I have to eat last Christmas? I had porridge. What do most people usually have? Goose? Cranberry sauce? Well, the Cratchit family have none of that. And what they do have, there is very little of it. And poor Tiny Tim, despite being so ill, still enjoys his Christmas. He even joins in the games and sings and dances and has a wonderful time.
But will Tiny Tim live to see any more Christmases?
Please tell me, Spirit, tell me.
I see an empty seat at a table and a small bed, made but not slept in.
No, Spirit, no.
If things continue as they are, Tiny Tim will not live to see any more Christmases. But why should that matter to you? There have been others who have needed your help in the past, and you did nothing. Why should Tiny Tim be any different?
What people? Who?
If there are less people in the world, then there's more of everything for me. Your words, Scrooge. Perhaps you should think before you speak.
Yes.
And do you really believe that you have more of a right to live than Tiny Tim?
No, of course not.
And whose health do you think the Cratchit family drank to over their Christmas dinner?
Well, I don't know.
Yours, Ebenezer Scrooge. Yours. But there is more to see, more to learn. and my time on earth is short. Now look.
Spirit? It's all changing again. What are these visions you are showing me? I see people ill in hospital. I see old people, forgotten by their friends and relatives, alone and sad at Christmas. I can't look anymore, I can't. Where am I now?
Scrooge, this is the home of your nephew, Fred.
What am I doing here?
He's raising a toast to your health, but he can't see you.
Fred, you wouldn't believe the night I've had. I went to sleep. I saw two spirits.
Listen, everyone. Whatever you say about my old Uncle Scrooge, it would be ungrateful of us not to drink to his health. A Merry Christmas to the old man, whatever and wherever he is, even if he is a silly and mean old man who never spends his money on anything good at all. To Uncle Scrooge. Come on, everyone. Let's have some fun and play some Christmas games.
So now I know what Fred and his family really think of me. I'm just a figure of fun to them. A silly, mean old man who has more money than sense. But why should that bother me? It's never bothered me before.
Perhaps you're learning something at last, Ebenezer Scrooge.
I hope so, Spirit. I do hope so. You seem to have aged.
My time on earth is short.
When will your life end?
Tonight, at midnight, which is soon, very soon. The time draws near, Ebenezer Scrooge, when you must meet the final spirit of Christmas.
He must mean the spirit of Christmas yet to come. And it's meeting him that I fear more than anything. I don't think I want to know what happens in the future. Wait. What is that? It's starting. Oh no. Oh no, it's happening. I've got to hide somewhere. I must hide. Where am I going to go? I don't want to know what happens. I really don't, Spirit.
Here, guess what I heard? Old Thingy, what's his name? The old miser chappie. He's only gone and popped his clogs. He's brown bread. Passed on? God, don't you understand proper English? I don't know what he's done with all his money, though. All I know is he hasn't left any to me. I don't suppose there'll be many people at the funeral. Well, he didn't have many friends, did he?
Oh dear. Didn't sound very healthy, did she? Could do with some cough mixture. Who can she mean? Perhaps she means old Jacob Marley. Yes, he was never very popular, and there certainly weren't many people at his funeral, I can tell you that much. Still, it is most strange, and a bit puzzling. Who can this person be? Bob Cratchit. Bob, could you tell me about the person who's passed away? I'm rather confused.
I met Mr. Scrooge's nephew, Fred, to die. Such a kind man. He wished me well and told me how sorry he was to hear about Tiny Tim. He gave me his card and said if there was anything he could do to help, I only had to ask. I'm sure none of us will ever forget Tiny Tim, will we?
How can this be? Tiny Tim gone? I only saw them all yesterday and he was fine. Or was it yesterday? I seem to be losing track of the time. Nothing makes sense anymore. And where is that last spirit who was supposed to visit tonight? You're late. Perhaps he's decided not to come. Perhaps the spirits think that I've seen and learnt enough. That would make sense. But are you the spirit of Christmas yet to come? Wait! Spirit, have you just shown me some visions of the future? Will Tiny Tim live to see another Christmas? And what about the old man who died? Without any friends, what was his name? Not very talkative, Spirit. Where are you taking me? Well, it's a graveyard, Spirit. I've seen a graveyard before. I've certainly seen a gravestone. Ebenezer Scrooge. It says Ebenezer Scrooge. Spirit. No, please, I'm not the person I was, Spirit. I will learn to be a better person, Spirit. I will learn to be a better person. I learn to celebrate Christmas, Spirit. Please, Spirit! He's gone. Everything is still here. Just as it was. I'm still here. That must mean I can still change and become a better person. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as giddy as a schoolboy. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know what year it is. All I know is that I'm happy to be alive. Right. I'm going to open a window. I'm going to let some fresh air in. I never do. Right. What a beautiful day. You there, boy. Do you know what day it is?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day, sir.
Then I haven't missed it. Then the spirits did it all in one night. But of course they did. They can do anything they want. Tell me, boy, do you know the butcher shop around the corner?
Well, I should hope so, sir.
What a remarkable boy. Do you know the turkey in the window, the really big one?
What, the one as big as me?
What an intelligent boy. Listen to me. I want you to go there and buy it. Jump straight into a cab and take it right round to Mr. Bob Cratchit's house as quickly as you can. Can you do that? Right. Here's the address. Here's some money for the turkey in the cab. And in there is 5 shillings for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Just make sure you don't tell Bob Cratchit who the turkey is from, all right?
Right you are, sir.
And a Merry Christmas to you, my lad.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, what a surprise Bob Cratchit's going to have when he sees that turkey. He won't have a clue who it's from. Right, I'm going out, and I'm going to go out and face the world. A Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year. My dear boy, how are you? And I do hope you raised enough money yesterday to help the poor and needy.
Mr. Scrooge?
That's right. Please, forgive my behaviour yesterday, and I'll be very grateful if you would accept a donation towards your very worthwhile cause.
How much? Oh, my dear Mr. Scrooge, you can't be serious.
Yes, of course I'm serious, not a penny less.
Well, I don't know what to say. This is very generous of you.
Don't see anything at all. Just make sure you come back and see me, all right?
I will, sir. I will. And a Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you. And the happiest of New Years. What next? I know. I'll go round to my nephew Fred's house. He's always inviting me for Christmas dinner, and I never go. Right. Hello? Is anyone in?
Oh, bless my soul. Who's that?
It's your Uncle Scrooge. Come round for Christmas dinner, if you'd accept me.
Well, of course. Come in, come in. Look, everyone, it's your Uncle Ebenezer.
Merry Christmas!
Oh.
What a wonderful day we had at Fred's yesterday. We sang, we laughed, we danced, and we ate far, far too much. Now is the day after Christmas, and I'm on my way to work. I mustn't be late.
Oh, my goodness, I'm late. I had such a wonderful Christmas yesterday, though. A huge turkey arrived, and we had no idea who sent it. We soon polished it off, though. Oh, everyone had such a wonderful time, especially Tiny Tim, though I'm afraid I overslept a little this morning. I'll best hurry to the office.
Excellent. Bob hasn't arrived yet. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little trick on Mr. Bob Cratchit. I'm going to make him think that I'm still the same mean old Scrooge I was before Christmas, all right? When he comes in, he's still going to think I'm very... Shh! Here he comes. Cratchit! You're late.
I'm sorry, sir, Mr. Scrooge. It's only once a year, and I was celebrating yesterday. It won't happen again.
Well, I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing anymore. Therefore, I'm going to increase your wages.
Oh!
A Merry Christmas to you, Bob. And a merrier Christmas I hope than I've given you before. Listen, I want to help you and your family, especially Tiny Tim. We can discuss it this afternoon over a bowl of Christmas punch.
Scrooge did more, much more than that. He became as good a friend, as good an employer, and as good a man in London as anyone could remember. Everyone laughed to see the change in him, but he didn't care.
Let them laugh. It's a good thing. There should be more laughter in the world.
And from then on, he was hardly ever seen without a smile upon his face. Everyone said that Ebenezer Scrooge knew how to celebrate Christmas, and we hope that can be true of us all. And as Tiny Tim would say,
God bless us, everyone. Goodbye.
Well done.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this book, don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos. Don't forget, thumbs up.